Welcome to the BoyFriends podcast, where we help you find your circle
and your man.
I'm Jarrod D. King. I'm here with Tony, Renee, and Melvin. And you see, Sarun is not with us, but he ran into traffic, so he will be. He may be a little bit late to this episode, or he may join us in the next episode. So we'll see what happens. Well, before we get into the topic, hold on, because we didn't see you last time, Melvin. So we want to know what's been going on.
I've been going for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off.
Hey.
No, you said what's been going on?
Yeah.
We missed you.
Man, I've been busy. You know, Jeremy's a DJ, so he's been having like a lot of gigs in DC lately. And so that's actually where I was at. I was in DC helping him out with his most recent thing. He partners with these different hotels, and he will like just pretty much like run their happy hour or a night event or whatever. And so that's what I was doing. Other than that, I've been working and rewriting my script again. But, you know.
Hey, look, that's the life of a writer.
Right. So this is like my 5th rewrite. But, you know, they say you got to write it like 10 times before you get happy with it. So, yeah. Other than that, you know, I've been living life, drinking water, trying to get my skin clear, and not working out. But I'm going to get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Very cool. Renee, what have you been up to?
Honestly, really not that much. I've just been a sleepy girl. That's about it. Just taking a lot of naps. Yeah, I just hang out with my friends as usual. I'm very boring. Nothing's going on with me.
Cool. I mean, I think for me, nothing really has been going on.
No
you know,
dates.
a lot of people, huh?
No dates.
No dates. No dates. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what it is about Philly or what. I don't know what it is.
Is it Philly?
I don't know. I think partly it is, but we'll talk about that because our topic will definitely dive into the dating world.
I love it.
But yeah, no, I just had a lot of people, you know, screaming at me on TikTok. So that was fun.
Same.
And I love
Bitches.
it. I love it. Okay.
Of course he
I'm
is.
just happy that I wasn't on this last episode, so I didn't have to take no heat.
You didn't
for
take
laughing
no blame for that, right?
or nothing. I'm not the shady one this time. None of that.
Yeah, you don't have to keep us in here, but just because someone wants to date someone with money does not mean that they're a gold digger.
We've been seeing them. We've been seeing the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
And okay, like if I want to go to the gym, I will go. Jeez.
What's been up with you, Tony?
I've been really enjoying these last 2 weeks. You know, I love y'all now. Thank y'all for the support for the podcast, for not going viral not once but twice. So I'm just riding this wave right now. It feels good.
Yeah.
You know, we have y'all to thank. So no updates for me.
We'll see. He'll be bitching about people getting on his ass in comments next week.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're about to have one of those moments this time for sure. I'm loving the topics that we got lined up. So.
We got something good for y'all.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's just jump into it because today we're going to be talking about our dating profiles. And we're going to talk about what constitutes a good dating profile.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing that by way of looking at each other's dating profiles and kind of breaking them down and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a little scared.
Listen, Jared, we got you. We are all here. This is a table of support.
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
This is a table of support. I promise
This is not a safe space.
This is
not a safe space.
Listen, Melvin,
for anyone
safe.
involved.
I feel very
All
safe.
right, Melvin feels safe.
I feel very safe.
I feel safe. This is a safe space.
We're going to laugh. We're going to poke. But it's still love. And you just have to know that. We love. We poke out of love. We shade out of love. If I didn't shade you, I mean I don't love you.
There we go. I like that. I like that one.
Goodness. All right. Well,
I have a question about y'all dating profile. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to tell you my profile is very basic. So y'all going to hate my profile. But it is what it is. But what is like a standout quote you have on your profile? Like something that you like, I'm going to put this on here because this is going to catch everybody's eye.
For me, I think throughout all of my all of them. It sounds like it's a lot.
Well, how many do you have? Like, do you feel comfortable saying
for
that?
different reasons.
Yeah, which ones do you have?
I have Hinge, I have Tinder, and I have Jack Hay. And I think that's it right now.
No Grindr?
You know what? Grindr's for a specific population that I'm really not into.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's for a broader spectrum of people, but
They do have a majority on there, though.
The majority is white. I'm not really into white, but that's where I feel like a lot of people on Grindr, in my area, I'll say, it's a lot of white people that pop up.
Okay.
Nothing on white. It's not for me. I'd rather date for black love.
So, question. I don't have a Hinge or a Tinder, but I thought they were like very similar. Are they not?
Hinge and Tinder, they can be similar.
Like you swipe, right? That's the concept for both.
No.
Oh, you don't
You
swipe?
don't swipe on Hinge.
Yeah, you do.
It's like a like type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
you tap on it, but it's the same. It's the
It's the
same.
same
Same
concept.
concept.
So they match you up if y'all both tap each other.
Exactly.
I like Hinge, though, because they tell you the people who have already, like, sent you a like, which is nice.
Oh, that's shady. That defeats the purpose, right? Like,
Well, Hinge is different. Like Hinge, I feel like at least the culture within Hinge is a lot
You
more
really
geared to
want to
actual dating.
Yeah.
okay.
Tinder, I feel like maybe it started that way, and then it just kind of devolved into follow me on Instagram or let's hook up, or it's weird.
Hinge's sole purpose is, I think their slogan is like
Designed to be deleted.
Designed to be deleted.
And yeah, I've deleted it multiple times.
Because
Do you have it right now?
You've met somebody.
No, it's just because it's like.
Do you have a Hinge right now?
No, I re-downloaded my Bumble just to like do this. I've honestly just stayed away from online dating. Like it's just harder. It just feels like I feel like I used to be able to find like a genuine connection. But now not so much anymore. I don't know. I just haven't been feeling online dating. I'm looking for I think now I'm kind of seeking just more of like an organic kind of meetup. And I don't think that there's anything wrong meeting someone on a dating site. I feel like that's like the norm now, and now I'm kind of going against the norm by like meeting someone in person. Like just gonna be like a stranger. You're just gonna give like a stranger your number, kind of thing. Right. Like, how do you know what they look like on a beach?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when we talk about this whole segment, what does the perfect dating profile look like? We all have things that might be good for us as we have discussions, but we want to know about your turnoffs too. Like when you see a profile and it's like, definitely swipe right. Like you ain't got nothing. I don't even know who you are. I have no sense of who you are. I think you had said something like that on like the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No blank profiles with just your height and your Instagram. Like,
oh my god, I hate it when guys are like, I'm 6'1" since that matters. I'm like, okay, 5'10".
yeah.
Well, I know
but there's also guys who like take horrible pictures. Or all their
The pictures are so old.
Or they old. Come on.
Like,
or they all have sunglasses in all of their pictures, so you don't know what they look like.
Sunglasses is a bad thing.
Not in one.
Yeah, if all of them you're just wearing sunglasses.
I'm trying to think like what are you hiding?
The dad sunglasses too.
That's the thing. Why do I gotta question that? So what are you hiding? I'm gonna assume like your eyes are messed up. I'm gonna assume
you think they like might be like a little whatever. Okay.
Listen.
I feel like it's always
one picture is fine.
I feel like it's also like always the bald guys that always wear sunglasses in their pictures in every single picture. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 they're like, yes, exactly. They're bald and they're like
and the camera's always at some weird angle.
They're like
weird
this.
angle. Yeah. It's like they got it from here up.
Yeah.
They're like it's like
yes,
they're looking.
I feel like
Crazy.
lately I don't know. I guess we're going to dissect these profiles with ours. But I feel like lately, I told you about the big guys before, but I feel like, and I started Hinge all over after Homeboy. He wasn't around, but I started Hinge over again. But I feel like lately I just been attracting the big boys, and there's nothing wrong with y'all. But I told y'all before, I'm not into the big boys, and I'm like, what about my profile is saying?
I mean, you're a little bit bigger though.
I say I want to be the biggest in my relationship. I don't want you to be bigger than me. I'm fluffy these days, but I'm also hibernating, and so I don't. When I get down to the summer, you'll see I'm always up and down in my weight. Am I lying with Melvin? I mean, I'm always up and down. So right now,
this is the crop top queen here,
and I don't care if I got a little tummy either. So, what's your thoughts, Jarrod, on people who you say have blank profiles? people who have the perfect profile, do you automatically go zoom in and you hit them up? Like, what is that for you?
I need to know, like, yeah, what's a perfect profile? Like, because I will tell you, my profile is very bare. Right now it's bare because I don't really use it and I just haven't been on there. But even when I was using it, it was like I would probably have like one line and it would say something like, I think what's on there right now is anything you need to know, you can message me and I could tell you. And I think that's like really it. And I
would swipe right on you real quick.
So in Texas, I don't know if it's a Texas
like
thing.
You would pass on it.
Left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would pass you.
So I don't know if it's like a Texas thing or maybe it's just a Houston thing. I don't know. But I feel like where I'm from, the less that's on your profile, the sexier. You know, like it's like.
I think me and Jared might be on the same corner on this one.
It's just like, okay, so let me say this, and this is toxic what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna just say it anyway. I already know
Zoom
it's
in.
toxic. This is toxic. So I would say this. So from how I grew up, the less on your profile, the more masculine or trade you were, and so you would want to have that like persona, like. Oh, he ain't talking a lot. That means, you know, he bought it or whatever, you know, or like he just,
that
you know,
is
it's
so
like,
interesting.
and I understand what you're saying because I think like a lot of those guys think that same thing. Like even in Philly, I don't think it's a Texas thing.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's like. It's almost like it's almost like a DL culture thing.
Almost, yeah. It's like
because it's like if you're like either you're DL and you're doing that and that's the reason that you're doing that, or you're trying to appear as though you're at least as masculine as the DL guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like if you want something, say what you want. Like put yourself out there.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't like my thing is and this is why I'm not on Jacked, because it's just like everybody has like there's no profile picture, or there's always some secretive, like, you know, it's always very what do you call it, cloak and dagger type of stuff.
I got a question when you finish.
Okay. But I just feel like why are we holding on to like a lot of you guys are out. Like, I understand if you're DL or if you're, like, in the closet and you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be noticed,
but... Oh, my God.
You cannot be DL on a gay dating site. Those two don't
make no sense.
Up until this point, I did not know what you guys meant by DL. I was just kind of going with it.
Oh, my God.
No,
he was like, that's just out of my range.
Goodness.
Down low.
It's jargon.
Yes.
It's gay jargon, baby.
Okay.
DL.
My bad.
So...
yeah, but it's just like, you know, if, like, you know, you put your stuff out there. You're out already, so then nobody's gonna hit you, like, search for your job and, like, you know, call and tell your boss, hey, I saw you, so and so was on Jacked yesterday. Like, that's what y'all like. It's weird.
I do think it's weird for people to have that perception of like, I'm down low, so I'm not gonna put anything on my page. Like I said. That's the culture I grew up in, so I think sometimes it's almost like people who were raised in the church, even when you pull them out of the church, they're still going to be churchy. You know what I mean? And so it's like that. So I'm like very open. Like, you can go to my Instagram, you'll see that I'm gay. You'll see twerking videos. You'll see me in the wig, whatever. But I don't know. That's just my dating profile or whatever you want to call it, hookup profile. I don't know. What they calling it now?
I'm gonna get there for you specifically. We gonna get there.
So yeah, it's just always been a thing, and it's worked for me. But I will have a picture up though. Normally, like right now, I don't have any pictures because, like I said, I don't use it. But normally, I will have a prominent picture of my face, sometimes my body, depending on what I'm cruising for. You know, and it'll say what it needs to say. It'll say, this is what it is. This is what I want. And if you meet that criteria, hit me up. And that's all. I feel like that's all you really need. Other than that, we can have a conversation about it. Now, my question was, you said you don't have Jacked.
Right.
Do you have Grindr?
I used to.
But you don't anymore?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to say they have the same culture. Like, as far as, like, not having a picture up.
There are a lot more people that actually show themselves on Grindr.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's the same thing.
I don't think
it's just more people on Grindr. Like, I think Jacked has a connotation that like black people use it, and so a lot of black people will gear towards Jacked, and Grindr is more like open for, like we said earlier, it's like open for everybody. So you'll see more profiles, but I still run into a lot of people that won't show a picture, or they'll send me a picture of their fucking abs or whatever, like that's weird to me. So I think it's the same culture, but you said you don't have it, so that was gonna be my like little poke at you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've had Jacked before, I've been on there, but based on my experience, it's just like
it's a hookup site.
I mean, and like a lot of guys on Jacked are just like kind of yelling at me as soon as I open the profile. It's like, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, da 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 da. I'm like, damn, can I just see what you give? Like, what the hell?
No, they have this long list of
it's a whole,
do nots and stuff like.
That's how it be. No fats, no whites, no femmes. You got to be generous. If I see anything about generosity and money, you are definitely. I get pissed off when you messaging me and you talking about, oh, well, I like generous guys. I said, well, baby, you gotta move on to the next one because this ain't
isn't
here.
that code?
So that's what that means.
Isn't
like
that code for like
prostitution?
You're basically a prostitute, right?
I don't think you have to be a prostitute.
Is that the correct word? Like,
that is the correct word, but I don't. Some people are just escorts or an escorting service.
Mm-hmm. Well, some people like like city girls. Like, I'm not a prostitute. I'm not an escort. I just you got to pay to play.
Yeah, but I don't play.
like
I don't pay and I don't play. So, but how you messaging me?
It is, but it's not. It's like
it's the same thing.
It's like you gotta. It's a fine line.
Yeah.
It's like how they maneuver. Like I want you to take me out to eat if you want to hang out, and it's like that. That's not prostitution. That's taking me on a date.
I get that, but you're so vocal about you gotta or I need you to smoke. I need you to do this. We're gonna mess around. Or do you play? I'm like, play.
I did not know what that meant for a long time.
What?
You gotta say party.
Yes. Do you party?
T.
I was like, absolutely not.
You like, what is this?
You want to figure it out? You want to know what that means?
No, it's fine.
So capital T means like
drug use.
Yes, like Tina, which
Okay.
is
Meth.
It's meth.
I kind of picked up on that. It actually reminds me of this one time that I was at a carnival, and one of the carnies was talking to me, and they were just like, do you partake? And me being Renee, I was just like, partake in what?
Oh my God.
Just like so excited. And my friend was like, Renee, she means drugs. I'm like, oh, obviously from my reaction, no.
So what constitutes a perfect profile? I would think one of the things that I'm attracted to in a perfect profile is information. Mm-hmm. I need to know, hey, are you a top, bottom, verse bottom, verbal top, oral top? I need to know one, because if we got the same thing going on, I might have to like, oh, you're really cute, but we ain't gonna do nothing. But
this is my sis.
Exactly, you my good sis. Like, come on now. I need to know how you play.
Hey, sis.
We have very different definitions of a perfect profile.
I'm talking about what we're gonna get into. Let's start with hookup. So if I'm hooking up with you, I definitely need to know what's going on. Like, you can look cute, and I'm like, I have so many instances like, damn, you were cute, and I message you, and it was like, oh,
I'm not looking for that.
It's like, damn. All right, well, let's hang out sometime. Let's get a drink. That's fine, whatever. But information, that's one thing for me I need in a good profile. I did a social experiment. Don't have too many pictures up. I did a social experiment, and I took all my pictures down except for one. And I noticed I had a more influx of people reaching out. So I don't know. That's just for me. But if I saw one picture, I want to be intrigued. Like, okay, well, where's the rest of them? I want to know about you more. What about you, Jarrod?
Interesting.
What was something that you need
in a hookup profile?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think position is important. If you're talking about hooking up, I need to see a picture on the profile. Because I'm not trying to hit you up and be like, have a whole conversation with you, and we had that conversation before, but I don't want we have a whole conversation, then you send me a picture, and then it's like, welp.
Yeah,
this
ain't going nowhere. Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
I don't want that to happen, but I also, I don't know. With hooking up, it's different. It's like, I don't really need to know a whole lot of stuff about you if it's just sex.
Oh, you don't. Ooh.
No.
I didn't even know that you would do a hookup.
Oh yes, let's get into it.
You didn't know that I would do a hookup?
Yeah, you don't give me the
time. I had my moments. You know.
If you had a bang right now, you would be like, you know, I had my moments.
I love it.
I do.
I love it.
No, I mean, I want to say I had a hot boy summer.
Yes, Jerry.
In 2021, you know, but yeah. So I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just at this point in my life, I think I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. But you know, I kind of want a relationship. You know.
What about you, Renee?
Yeah.
I don't really, I'm going to sound like such a prude. I don't really like using dating apps for just hookups because they're strangers. I don't know them. And I am a lady and going to a strange, meaning.
Oh, like you're actual female.
I'm an actual female that's not as strong as other guys. Oh, okay. And so it's kind of a little dangerous for me to kind of just like hook up with someone that I just randomly met on a dating app. And I'm not saying that's not the same for like, you know, men hooking up with other men. I just watch a lot of true crime and I'm like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I'm all set. I don't want to end up in someone's freezer. Yeah. So I like hooking up with someone that I've dated in the past, which is probably so toxic of me. Ooh. But I like the
comfort is there, and you know the person.
Like I'm familiar with them. I'm not walking into like a stranger's house.
Now, would you hook up with somebody you met in like a bar or something that you've been talking to?
No, I don't think so. Okay. I almost did, and then I remembered this girl who like went home with someone, and then she ended up in a ditch, and I'm like, you know what? No.
Oof.
Oh my.
I didn't know them. I'm just saying, it's a story.
Okay. I was like, oh my God, it just got so dark. No. I mean, I guess it still is bad.
But. Yeah, no, and so that is just, I'm very much a safety person, and so I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I can't do that. It's just a little too scary for me. That's all.
I got you. How
about you, Mel?
So for me, actually my hookup profile and dating profile can look the same. I like the profiles with not a lot. I do want you to have pictures on there though. Like I don't like looking at even if you don't have pictures, send me enough to like get a feel for how you look. You know, I need multiple face shots. I need some full body. You don't have to be naked. I just want to see your full body. You know, like.
But that is a plus.
I mean, I'm always down to accept the NSFW. But yeah, like I like it when it's like not too much on there. Like I don't like long profiles that I have to read all this extra stuff of that I probably won't ever even care about, honestly. Especially when it comes to a hookup. And even if it's a dating thing, I'll figure out your favorite movie later on. I don't need that. I don't need that in the profile. I don't care.
Why not? Like what do you talk about when they don't?
We can talk about that during text, during the messaging. If I just feel like that's so surface level and unnecessary. Like I really honestly wouldn't care if you liked scary movies or comedies. Honestly, they don't. It doesn't.
I mean, and like I understand. Like there are some details that are just like. But I mean, I guess it really just depends on the person, because I feel like there are some things that you can latch onto if you see that you have something in common. Then
I feel like for me personally, like when it comes to online dating, the first thing that's gonna get you is your physical attraction, and so let's start there. If I'm physically attracted to you, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, hey. Yeah. And then we can go from there, you know, like, hey, I think you're cute, whatever, and this is what I'm looking for at this time, you know. Other than that, I don't really care what your profile is.
Especially for hookups.
Yeah, especially for hookups, I might be even a little more blunt. Like, hey, what's up? I'm looking for a good time. What about you?
There we go.
And we'll go from there.
Well, interesting, Melvin. You're in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple friends who have profiles.
Oh. Woo. I know where you was going with that.
I mean, I might have to circle back around for something else. I know a couple friends who have profiles with their partners.
Oh, like, God, hey, I hate those.
I mean, hey, we're looking for a third. We're about this. We got a top, we got a bottom, we got a verse, we got like what's up? Would you do something like that, or have you, Melvin, and yours?
We do have it currently.
Yeah, currently.
Yeah, we have a joint profile. I let Jeremy run it because he's more of a social media guy. Because I, like you guys know, I barely check Instagram as it is, and I don't text back. So I let him run it. But yeah, we got our joint pictures on there. We got our little private photos too.
What's the blurb?
What's the
blurb? What's the caption, the message? Like, hey, we're looking for that. Like, what is that statement? If you can,
I honestly don't know what he said. I think it's something like the last time I looked at it, it was like I don't even know what he said. Honestly, it's like we're open. It's very basic. Like we're open to pretty much any and everything. Just hit us up.
Adventures.
Hit us up if you like what you see.
I don't need to say something about it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say we're looking for a third per se because
you're looking for your unicorn.
Because people hear that and then they like
that's
go a little crazy. But we are open to dating another individual if that happened. You know, like if someone presented themselves and we liked who they were, we would date. But other than that, it's more like a come on over and
let's
have a drink.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Okay. The one thing that kind of, when you said, Renee, looking for new adventures, that bugs the hell out of me. I'm like, what do you,
I
like,
know.
What is
like,
what?
because they
What
put
about
that on
that?
Tinder, and it's like, okay, so what are we doing the Indiana Jones thing? Like, what are we doing?
You know what new adventure means.
Like,
You don't know what a new
Can
adventure
we please
means.
get into like the nitty gritty of what makes a terrible profile? Because I have so many.
I feel like y'all feel like my profile would be terrible.
Oh, I know.
Well, I mean, like, I don't.
I know it would.
Okay, I think it would
me.
be terrible for me because I like to like get a sense of the person, and I don't think that I'd be able to get like a sense of you. I'd say like, oh my god,
It got
so
my height.
cute.
I got my weight.
No,
Look, I mean,
but
I feel
that's
like you are going for a specific person, and
I would
you're
not be the
shooting for
person.
that, and I mean, I guess it doesn't
So
work.
what?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a good
yeah,
question.
it works. I mean,
Oh my god,
Okay.
try that.
I get the responses.
Mm-hmm.
I just like let me say this. I haven't been on Jacked or Grindr in a minute.
Go ahead.
When I logged into Jacked, I had 43 messages. Let me just
Wow.
say
After
that.
being absent for how long? I mean,
Maybe 4 to 5 months, maybe.
okay.
I will say it is interesting when I was, I took all my pictures off and I just did like a chest shot,
See?
and like it
See?
was
They
like
flooded.
I was like I was a new person. Like
There we go.
The
but
boys
it's
love
just-
that.
But that's for like the hookup thing.
Exactly.
If you want,
I feel like you can do that too. It's almost like bait, you know. Let me reel them in first, and then you can fish out the ones you don't want. Even you can have your chest on there, and the boys are gonna come. You know what I
Jared
mean?
be baiting on Instagram,
Hello?
so I don't understand.
I don't bait
That's the
anybody.
hell
What are you talking
do.
about?
Oh my god, Jared.
Tell them to
let's
hop up in
not.
my DMs.
Hey,
Can we-
that-
I want you to
did
do a
he say
little
that?
I said hop in
replay.
my
of
D.
A
I
couple
told
messages
you-
over.
What?
I mean, a couple episodes,
Couple episodes over. Yeah, I
Yes,
told
you
you.
did.
I told you.
Because I was
But
like, Jared,
baiting
I
people.
saw this picture on you on Instagram. I'm like, oh, Jared, you riding the people up. Like,
It wasn't even on. Like, people are gonna think that I put up some like crazy sexual picture
it was
on Instagram.
I guess
it was
I
not
don't
like.
know, I guess you was on your
Well, let me
workout
say this:
whatever.
you didn't have on the shirt. Your
Thank
pants
you.
was kind of like low, like you could
Yes.
see the V. You could see the V.
You could.
Yeah.
Yes.
you
Which
could.
picture is this?
It was a
Oh,
video.
it
It
was
was
a
a
video.
reel.
It
You
was a
walked
reel.
out,
Oh,
and then
this
you
was
like
like back-
popped
okay.
into your clothes. I was like, okay.
That was
And
a
it was in
thirst trap.
underwear,
That
I
was
think.
that was definitely a thirst trap.
He did
but-
have an underwear
Yeah, I
one
was like,
too.
oh,
didn't
Jerry
he?
is acting up.
And then let's not forget the twerking video.
On Twitter.
Yes.
I mean, on
TikTok.
TikTok.
That was not. I can't twerk. So obviously that was
beautiful.
just yeah.
I
okay.
cried.
I think the boys thought you had a big butt.
Oh,
So, as you can see, Sarun has joined us. Hello. So yeah, we took a little break because I don't know if y'all have noticed, but sometimes I edit it so that it looks like we just continue this conversation. But we have these DSLR cameras that stop recording after like 30 minutes, so we have to get back up and shut it down and then start it up again. So
You're a beast with
that's
the
why
editing.
Sarun has just popped in with us. So he's here. So anyway, where do we leave off? 'Cause
I was just gonna ask if the same bad profiles show up on, like gay dating profiles too. Because I hate it when a guy's only pictures are in group shot.
It
Because
annoys
then
me.
you're like, you're the ugly one, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
always-
I hate it, Renee. You talking to
to
me?
use group photos without. Well, I guess if you ask the person, but I'm like, I purposely don't put pictures of other people on my dating profile because I feel like that's like they didn't ask to be on my page.
But it's so common. Why do you think that's okay, though?
That's just inappropriate.
I have like a couple pictures with my friends.
See now.
You gotta take them off.
I don't think that's inappropriate. I mean, I don't think that it helps. But I don't think that it's inappropriate unless that person is like
unless it's
in the
okay.
closet.
So I have like maybe like I don't know like 3 like 1 or 2 pictures with my friends, but like my first picture is just me. I'm talking like the first picture is a group picture. I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you make that? And
But I think-
do you have guys also holding fish?
You talking
No,
about
you
this
said
last
that
time.
before, and I was like, I thought that was the
No.
weirdest thing ever.
That's a straight weirdo.
only straight.
That's a straight
God.
community.
I don't even feel like that's a.
I just
feel like
don't
that's a, like,
understand. Like, why?
sub-community.
Why do you have to hold a fish? Like, unless you are going fishing every weekend, that tells me nothing about you.
Do we have
Like-
straight listeners? Maybe they could answer.
Like, if you're
Is that you?
Like,
Yeah,
are you
ask.
you like caught this one fish this one time, and that's your whole personality now? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Can I just say, I feel like
We don't see that on our end. I'm
I
sorry
feel like
about
that. I don't even feel like. How do I say this without being canceled? I don't think that's a black thing.
No, I've seen black men holding fish.
Holding fish.
all
Yes.
right.
That is
We
so
learned
weird
something
to me
new.
because I don't even.
I've seen black men holding fish. I've seen Asian men holding fish.
Yeah, the
For
only thing
some
we do
reason,
is serve
straight
fish.
Men think hilarious.
Come on, serve fish with a
Holding
snack.
a fish is what will get them a woman. Like I hunt and I gather for woman.
I mean, it is kind of hot. Like, how big is the
No.
fish?
No, it's not hot.
Now,
It's
hold
just
on.
so freaking
How big
weird.
is the fish?
I think that would matter. You know, like if it's a really big fish.
If it
that's kinda
was
hot.
like okay, if it was like every once in a while, sure, but now it's like every single man on a dating profile has a
Has a
picture.
fish.
That would turn me off too.
But you know why? It's
Has a
because
fish.
guys just follow the leader. They don't know what they're doing on dating apps. Like nobody knows. Everybody just kind of does what they see, and that's why it's important to take a step back and say, "Hey, what works for me?" So I think
Fish
that's a
don't
good.
work.
I think that's a good segue into looking at each other's dating profiles.
I will bring mine out.
Okay,
I took a screenshot.
We should start with the leader.
Should we?
Yeah, we should start with the
Yes.
leader.
Okay.
You know, let's just go.
And you're
let's
gonna
just-
put it up so they can see what we're seeing,
Y'all want
right?
to see all of ours,
I'm gonna see all of
or
our.
a couple of ours. Or...
Well,
I don't mind showing mine.
Whatever works. You know, we'll put it up.
Let's put it
You gotta delete my height though. I'm just kidding. I'm just,
Oh.
I'm joking.
I'm gonna put your height on blast. Okay.
No, for some reason,
you
people
have like 6'2"?
no.
I'm about to say.
People do assume that I'm tall for some reason. I'm like, no,
You are
baby.
very big. You're a big personality, baby.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I was sorry.
See, you know, that's just interesting because you see how he said people just assume I'm tall and Tony's like, oh, supportive. I just, you know, it's just the opposite when it comes to me. But
Wait, do
it's
you
all
feel?
right.
Hold on, because I'm gonna go ahead. This is a good segue. Do you feel invalidated?
Invalidated?
This comment that you
Yeah.
made.
Absolutely.
Why?
Yes, Jay.
I do. I don't. Is it like a joke invalidation or like a
It's
serious invalidation?
My co-host invalidate me.
Yeah.
That's what
It's a serious, yeah.
like,
My story is invalidated.
does it hurt your feelings?
Looking back on it when I'm editing, like, and I don't always see the looks or the comments when in the moment. So yeah, it's a little bit hurtful, but
Oh,
it
Jerry.
is what it is.
So look, like I said earlier,
Renee, get off of him. No, absolutely not.
Okay,
You-
first of all, I do that more to Melvin.
the shade is
So
playful
jealous.
shade.
No, I'm directing this to Jared right now. I mean, like, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not going to accept that. Because Jarrod, you know how we doing here. It's not for the intention to hurt you. For the intention to invalidate
But
you.
the thing is that nobody does it to anybody else. That's the thing.
Nobody else gives out the comments you give out.
Everybody does, but
Not
you
like-
just don't. You don't target anybody.
Maybe because I agree with some of the stuff that Sarun said and some of the stuff that me and Renee had it out in the beginning too.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Okay,
So let me say
It was like
this.
episode 3, and then that was it.
Let me say this. I said people assume I'm tall, but I know that I'm short.
Okay, and what are you trying to say? I'm delusional?
I'm not saying you're delusional.
damn.
What I'm saying is you have to be aware that everybody isn't going to feel the same way you feel. So you can't be upset that if people don't agree with you. And then I'm not saying you're like offended or whatever, but you have to understand that people have different perceptions. To someone who's 4'10", I am tall.
Okay.
But that's not the case for everyone.
I'm trying to understand what the point is you're trying to make.
My point is, just because we don't agree with how you feel about yourself doesn't mean it's not true.
That's a good point.
Just because you don't agree with how I feel
About yourself
myself
doesn't mean it's not true.
No, I know that, but at the same, it's like, but that I don't even know if that's necessarily the issue. It's just like,
Is it the delivery? The delivery of the comment?
I think it's you know, it's just these little jabs that nobody. It's just like it's never targeted. Like nobody comes after you, and it's Tony saying something, and then it's you backing him up, and it's just like. You
But
know,
today,
I got Giselle and Robin over here.
I mean, today I was in
Wow.
agreement with you. It was against Melvin
Not the
today.
Green Eye Bandit.
Today, me and you was in agreement against
me.
Melvin. And so it's not like that's always the case. Like I'm like, oh, I'm with Jarrod today. Melvin, no.
And you have to remember, you're the nucleus of all of us. So, of course, we're going to feel more comfortable with you than we would with everybody else. You know, I'm not going to say something about Sarun that I don't know how he would take it. I know you better than I know Sarun. So me playing with you is more like, it's out of love. Like I know you. Like I said, like I thought that you would be more comfortable with that. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
I got you. Anyway, let's talk about these dating profiles.
And he said he's not shady.
I mean, it's not like are we like? Is this what the episode's gonna be about?
No. We can move past it. I saw the comment, and I just
like,
wanted to make sure that
it's one thing,
it's love.
It's like you say that, but then it's like some of the comments that you guys make are actually they're not necessarily out of love. I mean, it's like, you know, I will say something and then like I will say something that's just completely innocuous. It's just like it doesn't mean a whole lot, and then you'll come up with the counterpoint and then insert something else into it, like that's what I said.
Okay.
And
my personal point of view, and I told you from the beginning, I said, Jarrod, I will most likely be the one that goes against the grain. I said my personal perspective on the panel. I told you from the jump, and everybody else. I said I most likely will always be the person that goes against the grain. Sometimes you need a little conflict, but that conflict, when we leave here, that's not personalized. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
like
and sometimes I leave with a different perspective, and I've said that before on a couple of episodes, like how I felt, and y'all all felt differently, and I'm like, you know, maybe I need to rethink how this is, or what my perception was is not necessarily a truth. Mm-hmm. And so I think that maybe you might be taking it too personal. Let me not say that, because I don't want to. That's gaslighting. How I meant it is not for you to take it personally. I didn't mean it to be taken personally.
I get that. Okay. I accept that.
And let me say this on camera. I apologize for making you feel that way.
Okay. Well,
because that was not my intention.
Thank you. Yeah. It's just, it's one thing to like go against the grain, but it's just like it's constantly something that I say, and
Jarrod, those are the moments. It's like, for me, those are surprising moments.
That's fine.
I mean,
the thing
if
it's just
Sarun
like,
said something like that, or I would almost have a reaction.
But I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about me saying that people assume I'm a top or whatever. I'm saying like I will speak my opinion about dating profiles and say, I don't think we should be doing this, blah 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 blah, and then you'll come in with like a counter argument and then say, well, why do you think you immediately have to do this? And it's like, well, I never said immediately, so why are you throwing that in there? And I just feel like you don't listen for understanding. Mm-hmm. You listen to kind of prove a point, or you listen to win some kind of argument that we're not even having. And then it turns into an argument.
Sometimes it is both. Sometimes it is a reaction point. Sometimes it is, okay, throw it out there and see what happens. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it is because I told you I do like to go against the grain.
And it makes for a good podcast.
But the thing is, like, throw it out, but don't like, I don't know, just like don't attack the other person. That's all I'm asking. I'm just like, damn. Like,
so honestly, you feel attacked.
Yeah, when you do that, when you do the twisty thing, when you start twisting conversations, yeah, okay. Because then that makes me look like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Not necessarily. And then, Jarrod, don't you realize on the other end, the people in the comments, it's like
they're agreeing with you.
So it's not like you don't know what you're talking about, because the most likely they do be agreeing with you.
I always agree with Jarrod more than like 90% of the time.
That's fine. True. Like, you know, I know that there are people who agree with me. There are people who agree with you. But at the same time, it's just like, it's a little bit like I have to be on guard. I know that I have to be on guard.
No, I don't want you to feel like that.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel like on guard. I want you to be able to say what you want to say and feel like this is who I am, regardless to what any of us think. You know, that's your opinion, and you should just feel that way. Now, if through conversation we change your mind, that's another story, or whatever. You know, like, I think that you just have to be. You can't let what we say or what we do or any reaction, like if I laugh or whatever, you can't let that hinder how you feel. You know, it shouldn't affect you in any type of way, because on the flip side, you do post it. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I know.
Like,
but so I'm saying, like, in the moment.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, you know, like, in the moment, like, and I understand, like, you know, I understand that I post it and all that, whatever. But it's just like, it's difficult when we're having honest conversation. You know, Sarun will talk about how he doesn't like anybody to approach him or talk to him or something in public, and nobody says anything. It's just like, y'all could have been like, what about this, what about that, and, you know, well, why don't you want to do this, why don't you want to, like, it's like it's targeted here, it's not fair, and, you know, and I know I have to be on guard because now I'm battling Tony. And then on top of it, I'm battling, I'm battling you. So it's like
I really did not know you feel this way. So
I'm just sipping my tea.
Let me say this. So let me say this. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to give everybody an equally hard time.
You know
from
what?
Here on out,
I'll do the same.
That's
conscious effort.
That works for me. That works for me. Like, if y'all want to continue,
recognize,
because I'm gonna give you a hard time. I don't think that's gonna be able to change. But I'm gonna try to make a conscious effort to give everybody a hard time.
I'll do the same.
Fine. That works for me. Just even it out. Damn.
Okay.
Good therapy session, guys.
I feel like, you know, we worked through something there. Yeah. We worked through something there.
Yeah.
I hope so. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
We want to see in the coming episodes.
Right now.
Well, let's pull up some profiles, y'all.
So this is Jacked. The name, I don't want to say the name because I don't want nobody to find me. It says # Black Lives Matter. That's probably the only hashtag you'll ever get out of me. It has my sexual position on there.
Which is?
Versatile. It says what I do. Very open-minded. Hit me up if you're interested. What I'm looking for like-minded people. That's the profile.
And that's the sex profile.
That's the hookup one. It's either or, depending on what mood I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And then my Grindr actually has. Oh yeah, it has a little bit. I'm an open book. I'd rather be asked what it is you want to know about me rather than me listing meaningless things that may not matter to whomever you may be. And that's really it.
Okay, so you want them to do the
work. If you want to get to know me,
that's a turnoff. I can't.
If you want to know me, ask me what you want to know. Like, I don't see the point of me putting all these things that you probably don't care about. Well, you could just ask me the things that you want to know. That's my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now there's no pictures on here. None
But
of that.
so what if somebody asks you like, are you into aviation?
I'd answer.
No. Okay. Are you into?
It wouldn't
Like-
just be a no. It would be like no, but are you? Because and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Because
All right.
you asked
All
me
right.
that. Yeah, it wouldn't just be. I wouldn't just flat out kill the conversation.
Okay.
Like I'm
But
a
see,
talkative
and I feel
person.
like, and you're probably different in that respect, because I feel like a lot of people who will say, you know, just ask me what you want, and then I start asking people questions, and then it's just
Nigga,
like
yes or no's.
Yeah, it's
I
like I
just-
would rather
I hate
you
it.
just tell me what you're into, so that if I see something that we can start there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're willing to continue the conversation,
Right, yeah.
even after a failed start, then okay.
Not failed start.
I'm asking you. Like if I start off like with a question like, you know, are you into
I
whatever?
get it,
And
yeah.
that's like, you know.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
So why don't we move? We'll just
Yeah, I
go
want
down
to
the
see.
table.
I kind of seen Renee's already a little bit. This is Bumblebee.
Just Bumble.
Oh, Bumble.
I've never heard of Bumble.
It's for friends
Yeah,
though,
I've heard
right?
before.
It's for what?
Yeah, so it just has my name, my age, my pronouns, she, her, like what I do, social media marketer, and then
What's your tagline? Oh, what is it? Blurb.
yeah, about me is a writer who hates writing about herself, could lie, and think of something more original than I love true crime and pizza, but I'm too lazy. Then
Are
it
you
just,
saying you could lie about?
yeah.
Okay.
And then my basics are I'm 5'5", I work out sometimes, I'm a Cancer, looking for a relationship, spiritual, I'm a liberal.
Okay.
My interests are writing, foodie, beaches, road trips, and feminism.
And you have some nice pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you in the heels. Okay.
Thanks.
You gotta make sure you put that one
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
That
We're
one's
putting
cute.
all these pictures up too. Okay.
And then quickest way to my heart is pizza, preferably with extra cheese and extra sauce. And then this is when I just
group
got a
one.
haircut.
Yeah.
No, that's
Okay.
not
This is the
bad.
group picture?
Yeah, and this is my group picture.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I guess it's
then-
not
Oh,
bad.
look at
Yeah.
oh, a little spicy. Yes, the eye cover.
Yeah, and then I quote too much from Bob's Burgers, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and my best friend's drunk ramblings. And favorite quality in a person is honesty, which we all know.
So based on that, like, would you guys swipe left or
Well,
right?
I mean, I do have boobs and a
This-
vagina, so I feel like you wouldn't.
This picture right
Well, I'm
here
just
though
saying,
would
like-
make me swipe. What's the right way? Swipe.
Right?
Swipe right.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
this one?
Yeah, that one right
I
there.
would
I was
swipe
right
right
on
on
you.
that one.
Yeah.
Me
Let me
too.
see.
It's the teeth. I love this. I love the smile.
But this looks like a good clean.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost giving Christian Mingle a little bit.
Oh, God, no.
All right. So let me.
Oh my,
let's-
wait, is that why
How do you get into
conservative
your
white
profile
men
again? Oh,
are the
here.
Yeah,
only
it's a little
ones that
Christian
like...
Mingle.
I guess that's why
It's
only...
genuine. I
it-
like it. Yeah.
So okay. So here's let's break this down a little bit. Let's
Yes.
I would. I would
Let's
say I would
slice
want a
into
little
it a
more
little bit.
risque photo, like one little, like a little.
But it seems clean. You know,
So-
like
But you know, you
aspect
got-
for dating.
Give me a little.
See, and I don't know how it is. Like I feel like it's a little bit less appropriate for straight people to show the risque
Well,
stuff,
it-
unless you want to.
Well, technically, you do get more... You're going to get more swipes if you're, like, in a bikini, but I'm not comfortable
Yeah.
Okay.
with that.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable, like, showing, like, my boobies.
We might have to get you there,
sound
girl.
like
No, I'm just
such a
kidding.
prude.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh
have
my
to. I'm gonna get you
God.
some. We're gonna have a
So-
photo shoot. And we're gonna
So the
get
one
you-
thing that I'm seeing is you could lie and think about something more original than I love true crime and pizza, but I'm too lazy. So that to me is a little bit confusing because it's like you don't like true crime and pizza. That means I can't talk about that with you, but you do like,
Yeah.
you know.
Again, I haven't gone on here in forever.
Yeah, no, but I'm
I
saying just
don't
like
use
for the
it
purpose
anymore.
of the viewers that are doing their own profiles, like, you know, that would be one of those things.
Yeah, probably.
You know, there's a little bit of humor there, which is good, but yeah, it just has to. That's the only thing that I would say.
I think it has
And you're
a little
looking-
sex appeal. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, you are naturally sexy. Thank you. If I can say that.
You
are
can.
naturally sexy, and I think it's a nice clean profile. And I would want to get to know you more. I would.
that
It's the
that
first picture like
right
a
there.
commercial. So much.
Yes,
I
it's
love
like it's so pretty.
Oh, thank you guys.
it would pique my interest to know about you more.
Well, thank you.
And you talk about your interests.
I would definitely take you out on a pizza date. You mentioned pizza like 3 times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I really love pizza. I really
But yeah,
love pizza.
that first paragraph means a lot, and I feel like we have to say what we're interested in and try not to confuse it with like a funny line or something. That would be my only critique.
Oh, so you say take the joke out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I like true crime and
or
pizza.
change it in some way. Like, I love true crime and pizza, but I would never write that or something like that. It's like,
I like a little color.
I don't know, something.
I think that shows your personality a little bit. Just slightly. I think
the second line was pretty funny too. What did you say? Like the best way to my heart is to pizza.
Pizza, preferably with extra cheese and extra sauce.
I can't believe you like extra sauce on your pizza.
I like extra sauce.
You like extra sauce
goes back to
too?
the previous conversation we had where guys just, you're telling them that you want X and they keep going for Z. That profile's not going for Z at all, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
I want pizza. Like,
So I don't
you
have-
should know what my first
I want
date
pizza
is.
and honesty. That is what you get for my profile.
Yeah.
So I guess
Jarrod,
I'll talk about mine.
Can
Here
we
go.
see it?
So this is my first picture. So I'll just cycle through my pictures first.
I can't really
I don't
see.
know if you guys can
So
see.
what is this? What is this website?
This is Tinder. This is Tinder. So I'm showing.
Oh, I love that.
Look at that.
So some of my interests,
Oh, here we
just
go.
trying
Okay, Mr.
to. I
Internet.
show my, this is a video from the podcast, me talking,
Oh, I
Doing
love
my little-
that.
So I got some
Got
nice little
the
pictures.
tilt
of it.
going.
You know your
Trying to
angle.
show it off, So so my about me is I'm full of personality and all about savoring every one of life's good moments. I host a podcast, publish 2 books, play tennis, and love games and reality TV. Looking for a serious relationship. Traits I like are integrity, quality time, confidence, level-headedness, ability to be out and open about the relationship. I also love a nice body and a cute smile, winky face. Must be willing to go on a date in a reasonable amount of time after a good chat. If you are, let's talk.
I definitely love how direct you are, and I love your pictures.
Oh, thank you.
I really do, especially the tennis one, because it really shows your interests. And I love the first one. I think my only critique would just to be maybe make the bio just a little bit short, like a little shorter.
That would be
That
me too.
last
Okay.
part, you could take that out. Must be willing
I
to
l-
that.
I
You gotta
actually-
take that out.
I like that.
I'm on the fence of that because I think. Listen, what's the point of matching with me or saying, hey, we're matched if we're not going to get right into it, have a conversation and we're having a good conversation? When are we going to go out? 2 months from now? I think I'm on the fence as far as the length. I think some of it can be taken out.
Yeah.
But some stuff need to be in there. Like, come on.
I like the first half where you like telling us about yourself. I think the second half
The traits I like.
but I think the second half is giving almost like
Can I see
job
again?
requirements a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, and can I say this? This is one picture you got on Instagram where you got the braids to the back. I was hoping that was on there. That's a really good picture.
Yeah.
of you.
Oh, I'll change it. I'll put it up
I
there.
like that.
I think maybe take out the traits part
Okay.
because I think that maybe you'd kind of sense that from their profile already, and you would have already swiped right. I think that's the only part that I would take out.
Okay,
But
just
I do like the last part because
I must be willing to date.
Yeah, it's like it's direct, it's honest, and it'll immediately turn off someone that you don't want to date.
That's crazy because I went on I met up with somebody from Instagram who wanted to meet me.
No.
And because it was like, oh, I really love your energy. I think we should meet up, for tacos and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, let's do it. And I was talking on my profile. And he was like, well, let me see it. And I was like, okay, let's show it. And he was like, literally, how you present yourself to the world, like how people see you on a podcast. He was saying this dating profile, I would totally different people. I was like,
I'm ready to see it now.
I was like,
wanna
what?
see.
He was like, you need, and the whole point about putting the information, he was like, you need to tell people that, you're this bigger than life personality, you're a big deal. I was like, oh, and I said, no, that was a joke. He was like, no, people need to know that. If that's who you are, people need to hear that and see that on your actual profile. I said, okay. I said, I don't want to run nobody off though. He was like, no, whoever's here for you will be here for you. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I might have to change that up. He was like, yeah, because this one seems too modest.
Oh, really?
And I guess we can go just right into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my, what is this? Tinder.
Okay.
Tinder. So I like my photos a little mask, and let's go through the photos. So that's me and my mirror.
Hey, Trey.
And then we got a little in the middle, Can you see that, Sarun?
Yeah.
And we got, here we go, I got my hat to the back, my light worker gear.
Do they know your eyes?
Everybody always asks me about my eyes. Are they your real eyes? Yes, they are mine.
They're so
They're
pretty.
nice.
In that little video, this show a little personality. I think
Licking
I
the
said I'm
lips.
daddy or something. I'm licking my lips, like giving a little sex appeal, whatever.
Ooh.
Another, picture,
Come on,
light worker. Something fun. I had just
Oh,
woke
that's
up.
really
I love
cute.
your
Something fun,
first
like-
picture.
Yeah, I think that is so
Changed
cute.
this as my first one.
I love that picture. Yeah, it really shows your smile and how you're fun loving.
And then something business. So,
Yeah.
What's the blurb?
Okay, let's go to the
Smiling.
blurb. I do like to smile.
Smiling
People told me I need to
photos.
smile more. So on my page, I'm a psychotherapist. I'm a gay man living in Philly. About me. I said, feel free to hit me up. I'm extremely bubbly, so say hello. I'm kind of like the boy next door and wouldn't mind getting to know somebody. Definitely interested in dating and seeing where things lead. I'm a plant zaddy. I'm a dog zaddy. My height, versatile bottom. P.S. I'm a big foodie. Let's try new places to get a bite. If you cannot hold a decent conversation, please don't match with me. And then talk about my passions. And I'm not a smoker. My sign, I have a dog. That's it. Mental health awareness, festivals, grab a drink, astrology.
Okay.
Love it.
Do you smoke weed?
I prefer to eat my weed.
Okay. Because
I only smoke on special occasions.
The plant
I was
emojis.
gonna say that.
Oh.
That.
No, I literally mean I'm a plant that I like plants, but this can be misleading.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I immediately am thinking. I'm like, plants addy.
Yeah, I actually learned that, you should be careful with your emojis because, one day I thought I was being cheeky and just, showing him that, I'm usually always hungry. And I said hi with a taco emoji. He took that very wrong.
Oh yeah.
What does a taco mean?
Oh.
Just-
It's the veg.
Oh, put the meat in the taco.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that
There's so
what it
many
is?
different foods.
And I was like, I thought it was just telling you that I was hungry.
Y'all gonna ruin
Type of
tacos for me. I love tacos.
So for me, I think you get enough information from my profile, but this is different than I think my regular hookup.
I feel
profile.
like-
What are your thoughts?
So can I give a critique? And I'm sure y'all get, because all three of y'all had this. Well, I don't think you did actually, but if you're on a dating website, do you really need to put must be interested in dating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because yeah, go ahead.
I didn't have it on mine. I actually usually do. Because it's very easy that a guys will just be like, so when we hooking up, you want to come
So,
over?
but does that matter? You don't have to really
Jack is a
feed
dating
into
profile,
those.
Melvin.
I mean,
It's
yes, it is,
well,
and so
some
you
people-
can use.
But we know what we use Jack for more.
My point is, you don't have to use it for that if that's not what you're looking for. You can just simply say no.
But the thing is, you want to weed out.
Yeah,
certain
it's easier
people.
just to weed
Because
out
the thing
those
is,
Why?
Because you don't want to waste time talking to people.
that just want to
That
hook
just
up.
What if that hookup is your actual partner?
But if you're on, if I'm on Tinder and I don't want to hook up, I'm not hooking up with you. So now
You
we're
just
having
don't
a
have to
whole
hook up.
30-minute or hour
then
conversation.
they're not going to be interested in you because all they want is a hookup.
And some people say that. I'm looking for friends with benefits. Some people put that in there. So that's not something you would put in
So
your
you
ear.
think I'm not going to swipe right on him?
I mean, I don't know. It just seems.
It seems
Like you-
redundant.
yeah, it
or
seems redundant,
It seems like,
yeah.
I understand it because you think the culture of the app is geared towards it would be different because we spoken earlier, Hinge is a little bit different as in it seems like 99% of people that are on there are there actually to date. And so I don't necessarily think it needs to be said on Hinge because the assumption is, at least right now, 2022, what is this, March 2022, you can swipe, you can match with somebody and understand that that's where both of you guys are coming from. But Tinder is different. I don't know if it always has been that way, but, you know, sometimes you'll get some people who won't put anything on there, and then you'll match with them, and then you'll be talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, you top, bottom, verse, and then it's just like, why are we going into that territory?
I thought that we were going to go grab the lasagna. Like,
but if we're talking for a while, I want to know. If we even have compatibility sexually, I really want to know. Because the conversation be so
that.
good.
I mean,
it's like, damn.
I think me and Jarrod are definitely more of like the traditional sense of like, let's talk first, get our feels.
Yeah, I mean,
in.
as you noticed, I didn't even have like what my position was in my profile.
Yeah, I saw you didn't have it.
I used to, but I was just like, it doesn't
I don't think it's
matter
important
to
either.
me.
I feel like
Especially,
oh my gosh.
Well,
as you said
that's
this on
my
the
whole
podcast
point.
before, but you're verse. So
Yeah.
for you, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So that's my whole point. You could be having a conversation with somebody. They may not be verse. I mean, maybe they are a strict top. And
That's fine. Like, because I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, the thing is, if you ask me what my, like, and this is where it gets difficult because they have certain assumptions about versatile people. Like, oh, you're not verse, you're really a bottom.
Right.
It's like, all right, so if I put it in the profile, then people are
Gonna just put you in that category.
put
anyway.
me in a certain category, and then they'll come out and say, you know, they're a bottom or something, and then they'll ask me what my position is. I'll say versatile, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I don't know if this is gonna work. It's like, you know,
Like, come on.
it's like.
Oh my!
It's
You
annoying.
guys
It's annoying.
really put it out there. Like, damn.
I mean, I feel like I guess this may be gay culture. Like it's just.
I don't think there's
like,
anything wrong with it. I'm just like, oh my god,
But one
clutching
thing,
my pearls.
look, I mean, that's what it is. I was gonna say my one critique. I feel like you could show a little bit more of your bubbly personality in your photos.
I want to see the video. What does the video say?
And I muted the video.
Oh,
the video
man.
basically was saying, damn, Tony, you are daddy. Like, damn, you look fine today. And I was laughing at myself. And I was talking and showing my personality. That's what I was saying. Oh, you look good today. Damn, you're daddy. And that's what it was saying. Look at my lips and, you know, I'm playing with my hair.
You look really good in that color.
Thank you. I like blonde.
Lord
I used to
Jesus.
have
Are you
blonde.
okay?
It's black tea.
So, I
It's
mean-
getting to me.
Should I put I'm a big deal on my profile? Somebody
Yes.
tell me
What's
I think you should
interesting-
say. So
the
this
thing
will be
is-
my. Oh, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
with Jarrod's, he lists his accomplishments. It seems more important to you. In yours, you don't list any of your accomplishments.
I have a book. I said I'm a psychotherapist. That's it. I do have a lot more, but you're right. Oh, I never thought about that. Maybe I could talk a little bit more about me as a whole.
I got a tagline for you. I would say, if I was Tony, I would say, I'm the type of guy that would come up to a bar and sit on your lap and ask, is this seat taken?
You
Yup.
could put that in there.
There it
That
is.
would be cute.
Okay, and I would. And
Like
I
you,
definitely
that's
would put that
literally
in.
you. So I feel
That's
like
literally-
that
that.
shows
like-
your personality. That shows like the kind of person that you are. You're very outgoing.
And add that you're a big deal because people really need to know about it.
You should
No,
put it.
you mean that truthfully, right, Renee? Or you just being
I feel like
facetious?
they're gonna run this into
A
the
little
ground.
bit. 50-50. I want to see Sarun's. I want to see your date.
Yeah, let's
So we
talk
have
about
Jack.
Jack'd, we have Bumble, Tinder,
Tinder,
Facebook dating.
Facebook dating.
I am
So
not
wait,
the
no,
Facebook dating.
don't
Never
sleep on the
used.
Facebook
Do
dating.
not.
I have a friend
There are
who
whores
uses
on there,
Facebook
too.
dating.
There are
and
whores on there
he
too.
Be on some. He be on dates. My
Really?
friend uses
Really?
Facebook. Like every time I talk, he'd
On
be like,
Facebook
"Oh
dating.
yeah, I got a date tonight with this boy I met on Facebook." I'm like, "What?"
I'm never on Facebook.
So I think mine's pretty wholesome, and I'm lazy, so it's like I don't feel like get to know me here. Just it's connected to my Facebook. I'm real. This is who I am. But
And that's another good thing. It's connected to your Facebook, so it's like
I don't like all that because my Facebook is kind of
Yeah.
personal.
I love
Oh,
it.
that's such a nice picture of you.
I gotta put my glasses on real quick.
Yes, let's see.
So it's the same thing I always write. The life and times of a chubby Cambodian pear juggler. Hey, I'm a chubby guy. I'm fine, and I'm Cambodian.
Wait,
right?
do you really juggle? What is pear
Oh no.
juggler?
So if you maybe Renee knows where I'm hinting at a pear juggler from the Princess Diaries. There's a scene where it's the Genovian
I
pear
haven't
juggler.
seen, I
Juggles
haven't seen that.
pears?
So,
movie
yeah.
I've seen
forever.
Princess Diaries, but I don't
It's just
remember
one
that.
He's a
short
pear
line. It's just
juggler.
one little short line that
The Genovian pear juggler.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a Cambodian. Okay, I get
So I
it.
wrote, I'm a lighthearted, morbid guy making my way through this strange journey full of eccentric people, semi-memorable moments, and cups of coffee. Looking for chatting, friendships, something casual, long-term relationships. Located in Philadelphia, 6 feet tall, My job, that's just automatic though. I wouldn't put that in there. Never.
You didn't put that 6 feet tall in there though.
No, I did,
Yes,
yeah. Because people always
that's
think
the thing.
Asian people, for some reason, they think Asians are short, so I'm a pretty tall guy. So, does it have kids? I'm not sure what this occasionally is, though. I think that was probably drinking. Spiritual Khmer. Khmer is the people in the language of Cambodia. It just automatically puts like your random profile stuff in there from Facebook. They ask you questions, so I just write the best thing I can cook: spicy noodles. Photos of me, photo of my hair with a cooker.
Okay,
I love
personality.
that. I never seen your hair like
my
that.
favorite topic of conversations: the paranormal. Me on a mountain because I've never thought I'll be
Oh, I
able to
love
go
that.
hiking because of my leg issues. Me and my friend's wedding. 3 TV shows I love: Charmed, Shameless, Avatar: The Last Airbender / Legend of Korra. Just popping my collar at the art park. Me at the office.
The best dating profile.
Yes, right.
I'm trying to
And
show all
a
my
little
hair.
social, showing him and social
Right.
stuff.
And then being with my coworkers, just celebrating one of my coworkers, and then music is. They let you put music that you're feeling at that moment, so it's
Oh
your
my
theme song.
gosh.
So I have 3 right there for now.
Okay.
It's giving
Cool.
MySpace with an update.
Okay.
Yes, Sarun.
Yes, sir. I
It's
actually have no
Sarun.
critiques.
No
I have no
critiques.
critiques.
Feel free to
Beautiful.
critique.
I have a couple critiques.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
So okay. See, I didn't understand. I didn't get the Cambodian pear juggler reference.
But the people who get
But
it,
if you get
They
it,
know it.
No,
Right.
and I get that. So
Yeah.
if you only want people who get that reference,
no.
okay.
Small.
But
Yeah.
you might. I don't know. I
Maybe
don't know.
add
That
an
would be one
LOL
thing.
at the end so they know you're joking.
Or a week.
But it's kind of.
if you know, you know. If you don't know, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's
Or
it's
just
one
say
of the-
if you know, you know.
But it's
Yeah.
one of those
I
things,
mean-
like, and I feel like, and I've learned even as, like, an author, like, you don't, like, anytime you have an audience, you don't want them to, you want them to continue through and you don't want there to be any stoplights or any, anything to take you out of the moment. And so that's one of those things that I think would be like, that reaction I initially had. So that would be one
Sure.
thing. The other thing is that you say you're a morbid guy. And so it's like, okay, are you going to chop me up after the date?
Oh, that's true.
So that would be another thing. Like, and I think, people who know you know
Yeah.
what you mean by that, know
Yeah.
that you
Maybe,
talk about some darker
Would you really think
topics.
something like that? If
I
somebody
didn't
say
get that
morbid-
from more. I hear
If
morbid.
I'm
Go ahead.
if I'm dating somebody or if I'm online and I know that there is a potential for stuff to go very, very wrong, if I see any reference to you're like, gonna stab me in the hallway or
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
like throw me in a ditch, like I'm not trying to be a victim.
I get it.
But
I
the
get-
people who
Maybe-
do that won't say they're morbid.
Maybe.
They won't.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
it's like it's the
switch-
same reason why I'll
Maybe switch morbid for like classic dark humor.
Okay, yeah, dark humor.
Yeah.
My thing, my small critique is
Sure.
about the what I'm looking for type of thing. You have multiple things. I'm looking for chatting. I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for long-term relationship.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I
something
think
casual.
I just checked it all because
I'm like, what? Damn. What if? I need to know because it's so too much.
Yeah.
Are you looking for friends? Are you looking just for chatting? Are you looking for something long-term?
I clicked
It's
everything
confusing.
on mine.
It's
I
confusing
just
to
click
me.
them all because I'm open to it all. Is that not? That's not good.
I mean, if you're dating, I think.
So what would you say? Just pick one.
No, I'm open to friendship, but more so long-term oriented. LTR. I don't.
Well,
I
wait.
don't know.
What are you more interested in? Because I know you
Just
have
getting to
different-
know people. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the vibe.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
what if he
long-term
have-
relationship shouldn't be on
Well,
here.
but it might lead to that if it's a good connection. That's the thing. I
How
can't.
But that's the
That's
thing.
it.
See,
Right.
that's
It's hard.
It's difficult in your
Yeah.
case because I feel like you'd be better off saying you were interested in like friendship and chat or something.
Exactly.
And kind of starting there with the expectation that that's all it's going to be, so that people don't come at you with the
Yeah.
romantic energy
Yeah.
off top. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And
So,
For sure.
is it like inappropriate to? I don't know if this is inappropriate to ask, but would you want to put that you're demisexual on there?
So I had OkCupid and it had demisexual. I don't remember my login. It's been a while, but it did have it there. And I had people comment and ask me what that was.
Yeah.
And then I tell them, and then they'll stay quiet.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I wanted
They don't-
to ask y'all because they had this clip on The Real or something. I don't know if y'all saw it, where they were talking about like the new trend is being demisexual. And I'm like,
oh my God.
it's not a trend.
No.
Like, that's how people
Wow.
are. It's not.
But I think
I don't
that
think people truly understand it.
I think they use trend in the wrong word, but I think what they're trying to say is like people are learning more and they're realizing that, oh, you know what? I agree more with that than what I thought. Like I didn't realize that, you know, what I would consider what I thought was bisexual is actually, I think I'm more like pansexual, if anything. Like I think I have like an attraction to everybody. You don't have to be a certain anything for me, you know? And so, but I didn't realize that probably like till last year.
Wow.
And so I think that's what they mean when they say trend.
Gotcha.
But
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they need to check
Right.
that wording. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is a national
It is.
tele-
It's
yeah.
horrible. Like you can't say like sexuality is a trend.
Right,
Like, that sounds
like-
stupid.
The weirdest thing happened to me in the dating app world. And so somebody matched with me on Tinder. I'm like, okay. And he was white. And I am open to, I have swiped right on a couple white guys. And so we matched and he was like, hey, you know, what's up? You know, we was talking, you know, for a little bit. He was like, you know, what are you into? I was like, oh, did you read the profile? Basically,
No.
if I gotta go into that, I'm like, well, damn. But I went into it all over again, and I said, what about you? Because he had basically nothing, and he was like, well, I'm sitting right now playing in my playpen. I said, what?
What?
Oh, God.
He
Oh,
said, I'm in my
God.
playpen. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, he said something along the lines like, I'm into baby. I'm into
Oh, no.
That's what I thought.
diapers.
Oh wait, I'm not.
Care of, right?
I'm
can't-
serious.
oh,
No kink shame. No kink
I
shame.
am
kink
serious.
shame.
Well,
No
it's
kink
not
shame.
for us. That's why we're knowing. Do you? But
Right.
ooh.
But he basically said, yeah, it was on Hinge actually. He was
At
like,
least
yeah,
he's open.
would you
I'll
mind
give
putting
him
a
that.
diaper on me and changing me? I was like, excuse me. I
Wait,
said, what?
does that mean he uses the diaper?
Ew.
I don't know if he uses. I don't know if he's sexually attracted to being in a diaper and he gets off like that.
Okay, you know what? At least he's honest.
And he has baby toys,
you're-
like
you're-
a bib, a sucker, and everything.
Only way to find that person who's willing to change your diaper is to ask them. So I like the direct approach.
That's what he said.
I know
and
you
I was
do.
like, oh my God. I said, tell me more about this. I forget the terminology. I don't know what he said, diaperism or whatever, diaper something or baby something. I was like, oh, because I started to put my clinical mindset. Are you attracted to little children? I'm like, where's that coming from? Do you like to be fetishized with kids present? I was like immediately turned off. I was like, okay, well, tell me more. I wanted to learn. He was like, well, it's kind of a underground thing, but we are out here. And he was like, I said, but on your profile, you said you're a lawyer and this prominent, figure in Philadelphia. And he was like, yeah. I said, so why don't you put that in your profile that you like babies or baby whatever?
Baby play.
And he was like, because last time I did that, my profile got shut down. I was like, okay.
It's giving a little.
It is.
So
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
get into
Yeah, that's. Now
I
that
don't
I
even
think
wanna
about
talk
it, you're
about
right. That gives a little.
Yeah. So we gotta wrap up.
So yeah, okay. So after having gone through all of our profiles, what are some of the key things that we think people should take away from this if they want to go and improve their profile, for dating or for hookups in your case? Why don't you give us the?
Why do I gotta be the hookup guy?
You did it to yourself.
I did not mean that. Is not the message I was trying to portray. If that's what I gave off, whatever. But it's fine. Have pictures. Good pictures. You need at least 2 to 3 pictures of your face. Have a full body picture, please. It's just, even if you're not fully confident in your body, somebody out there for you. Just have a full body picture so you're not catfishing the people. It is okay if you don't have a lot on your page.
It is not okay.
You don't need a lot.
He's talking from the hookup standpoint.
Not just the hookup standpoint.
okay.
Let me say that. I'm not talking just from the hookup standpoint. You can not have a lot on your page and still be interested in dating. If you don't care about all that stuff and you just like to have conversation, that's okay. And that's what I'm going to do.
I don't agree with Melvin. I'm going to be verbal. I don't agree with Melvin. So I'm gonna let that be that.
Oh, goodness. I agree. Have, plenty of pictures. Make sure that you show off, kind of what people say that you have, like, something great of. Like, that, like my smile. I like to show off my smile. if you have really good hair, show it off. Do like a slow-mo hair flip. And I think just keep it short, sweet, and direct with your bio. And make sure to include things that are actually important to you. Like, of course, my profile said pizza and honesty.
3 times.
Yes. Because that is especially important to me. Especially important to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's important as well. I'm just going to piggyback off of that because it's just like if she says pizza is her thing, take her out to get pizza, and I think that's basically a win in her book.
Yes, you have my heart.
Is dollar pizza okay?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Is what?
Dollar pizza,
dollar pizza.
If someone took me to go get dollar pizza,
like the pizza stand.
Yeah,
you just get.
I'd still be okay with that. It's pizza.
I mean, like if we're doing that in lieu of walking around and we just want to stop and get pizza. You're not just going to take me to go get dollar pizza.
Can you imagine?
That's it. Okay. I think that's all we got.
It would be cute. And like, oh
like maybe
I'm
going to take you and then we can walk afterwards.
And then walk around. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Do that for me.
Yeah.
Do it.
I got it.
So all the straight people out here who got a crush on Renee, do they have to be straight? Does it matter?
I think she said they could be bi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bi is fine.
Yeah, like they just need to be attracted to women.
Yeah. I was just I don't think a gay man wants me.
Well, I mean,
I do. I do.
Other than Tony.
Yeah. I would say, make sure the pictures are on point. Make sure that, show some of your interest in your pictures. Try to create a profile where people will continue through the profile without feeling like they have to figure something out, or that, that kind of leaves them guessing what exactly it was you meant. You want it to be easy and inviting, and you want them to feel like they can latch onto something. So you want to put those things that are, like Renee said, that are important to you. You want to put down some things that I think, Sarun, you were talking about, like making sure you put your accomplishments in there, because that's, it's kind of your place to brag a little bit. But yeah, give people a way in. You have to give people a way in. So that would be my advice. And if I think of anything else, I feel like I'm leaving stuff out, but I'll chime in if I do.
I'm actually in full agreement with Jarrod.
Wow.
I really
We need background music.
I'm actually in full agreement with Jarrod. Now, in the rest of the panel, as far as my personal profile showing a little bit more personality, and somebody else told me that earlier, so I'm like, I will put that one line. I'm definitely put that in there. For me, information, right? But don't inundate me with too much. Like, I'm like, I need to hit it, and we're going to quit it, and we're going to talk about it in the messages. Mm-hmm. And then I need to know enough to pique my interest. Like, I want to know what's the rest. But too much, I'm going to feel nope, too fucking much.
You talk too much.
You doing too much. And so I think info is good. Pictures that are relevant. I look good 10 years ago. I have an actual flat tummy from 10 years ago. But I don't look like that now. It's not relevant. Okay? I'm telling you. Do not have no old ass pictures. I'm like, oh, damn. But you can tell it's grainy. I'm like, no.
And be willing to see pictures, too.
These phones, they take good pictures these days. Mm-hmm. So pictures that are relevant.
With the flip phone.
Exactly. Relevant pictures and information. That's for me. Those are my 2 things I need.
So for me, it's what I've learned was... Well, then again, I think it fits back to my demisexual identity. The pinpointing specific things, like the Princess Diaries things, being morbid because I'm into death, right? Like, that's just who I am. I think of death all the time.
Not murder.
Not murder. Well, yeah, not murder, but the spirituality.
The topic of it.
She's just trying to clarify.
So, I think that it's such a narrow space because that's just how I am. Yeah. And that's just what I'm attracted to. And when they do catch it, if you find someone who catches those little things, it just means more, right? And be okay. Like, for me, I'm okay with connecting and being genuine with my Facebook, because my Facebook's profile is already kind of private, right? So it's already a thing to that. So just continue to be genuine. If it's finding I guess a lover or a partner, not necessarily hookups, I guess. I can't speak for that. But yeah, and I'm fine with celebrating your life, and I think that my profile hopefully celebrates life and as a whole. So
yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching this roller coaster of an episode.
Yeah, this one took very
We had an
long.
episode within an episode, but
We really
it is
did.
what it is.
3 episodes.
Yeah,
It really is.
We might need to do part 1, part 2.
Right.
But yeah, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, share, and let us know what you think. Follow us all on our social platforms as well. We give us all some love. We're all, I think most of us are on Instagram.
Yes.
I'm private, sorry.
It's okay. just hit the follow button. She might let you in. Same with Sarun.
It's exclusive.
It's an exclusive club over there. But yeah, thank you so much. And remember, if you have no one else,
You've
you
got
got
us.
us.